Hi, this is Mehwish Javad from Taste Enclave. A big congratulations to our top 3 bakers from our first challenge, the Birthday Fruitcake Challenge. Before we move along to our final challenge, there are a few things that I really want to highlight that will help all our participants score higher points in this final rounds and in the coming competitions in the future. I'm sure you all must have seen Miss Rosa Rodriguez's video that we uploaded yesterday, in which she has given you really useful tips on how to make your video look really nice, how to improve its quality, and that will help you gain more points in the future. See, since it's an online cooking competition, so we won't be tasting your recipes and what you prepare for us. However, when we ask for a recipe card, we need the recipe in a proper card form so that we can see if it's a flawless recipe, if the proportions of the ingredients are accurate and the combinations of ingredients work well. So it is very important that your recipe is properly structured with its exact ingredients, their proportions and the method in a proper card form. Now coming to the video, see, since it's an online challenge and we upload your videos on YouTube, so that means the entire public, it goes public. So everybody who searches for, let's suppose you've made a peach birthday cake, and if they type birthday cake or a peach cake, your video would come up in one of the suggestions. So it has to be of really good and high quality. And when we say about good high quality, we don't want that you hire professional photographers to shoot your video, but there are little key things that really matter. The pitch, your voice control, it's not too loud, it's not too slow, you don't have any extra disturbances, people washing utensils in the background, or children running here and there. I know most of you are housewives, you have little children, and I completely understand that and respect that. But when you are competing in a challenge, there are certain key factors and certain rules and regulations that are very imperative and very vital to follow, as well as to help you win the competition, because obviously anyone who is participating in any sort of a competition would want to win the competition, and we all want all of you to do really well. Other than that, we had a few participants who missed out on certain rules and regulations and all the details, and they had done really well, the recipes were really well, but it did not comply with the rules and regulations that we had made mandatory, and even certain requirements that were important. And it was a shame to see them not win the first challenge and not be one of the top 3 bakers. Some of the birthday cakes were really beautiful, and I was really personally very disappointed to see not those bakers win the first challenge and be amongst the top 3 bakers. And they were little mistakes. Either the video lacked finesse, or they actually did not, they overlooked certain rules and regulations. So please be very careful. This is the last round of Taste Baker 2021, and this is the final round, and the good part is that none of you have been eliminated. So now coming to the final challenge, which is the Brownie Tower challenge. I'm sure you all must have heard about Brownie Towers. They are really popular these days. One of my nephews, he is a big fan of Brownie Towers, and he's a big brownie fan. So we celebrated his 16th birthday, and I certainly thought that, I know what to give my bakers for the final round. So it's a brownie competition, and what you are required to do is to bake 2 different types and flavor of brownies, and you have to stack them beautifully in a tower. You may decorate them with any edible assortments that you may choose. Icing your brownie is optional, it's not mandatory. You are free to opt for gooey and fudgy brownies or cake-like brownies. That is your discretion. However, we want 2 different types and 2 different flavored brownies. Now coming to the instructions, please pay real great attention to what I am saying. We will also post the rules and regulation along with this video. So go through my video again and again. And if you don't want to see my face, if you don't want to listen to me anymore, you can read the post, because we will be uploading a post and this video. And this is for you. These are guidelines for you to participate and to do well in this competition, because it's the final round of Cake Baker 2021. So you will be baking 2 different types of brownies, 2 different flavors of brownies. You have to stack them beautifully into a brownie tower. Frostings and icings are optional. They are not mandatory. You may, decorate them with edible flowers, edible chocolate, or any edible assortments that you may want to choose. When we require your video should be absolutely proper, clear. We need to see you baking the both brownies. We also require recipe cards for both the recipes of the brownies. Along with that, we also need at least one single still shot of your brownie tower. So we need a video. We need 2 recipe cards of the 2 brownies that you will be baking for us, and a still shot of your tower once it's properly decorated and ready to be displayed. So we require these 3 things. The last date of submitting all these 3 things is Tuesday, the 9th of March. So you have ample of time, just think over it, go through your recipes. You can test bake your brownies to see how well they turn out to be. One more thing that is very important and that is required in your video. When you bake your brownie, so you will take 1 bar of each flavor and you will break it into 2 and give us a close-up of your brownie, because we need to see the texture of your brownie. For instance, if you say that, oh, these are really fudgy, gooey brownies, and when you break them, we need to see the texture. Are they really dense? Are they really fudgy? Can we see the chocolate oozing out of your brownie? And if it's like a cake-like brownie. So you need to break each bar of each brownie and show us. You don't have to break all the bars, but 1 bar from each recipe. All the details will be uploaded along with this video, and in this challenge, Rosa Rodriguez and I will be judging you. And last, good news. And the good news is, well, it could be a good news for some or bad news for the rest, but the points that you have scored in the first challenge will only be counted in the final challenge, and that to only 50% of your score if there is a tie amongst the top 3 bakers. So I will repeat myself that 50% of your first challenge score will only be added in your final score if there is a tie amongst the participants. Other than that, if there is no tie, we will solely judge you and give you a position amongst the top 3 based on your final challenge, which is the Brownie Tower challenge. So that's a good news for those who did not do so well in the previous round. You can still do better, and those who have done really well, please don't be overconfident, because it's a challenge and it can flip anytime. Lastly, I wish you all the very best. If you have any confusion, you need any further details or information, inbox me and I will be really glad to guide you. Once again, wish you all the very best. Happy baking.